Hey, what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Jigs coming at you with the follow video to my midnight pickup release for the Battlefield 3. I just wanted to make this quick video just to give you guys a little bit of feedback of what I think of the game and stuff. Before I go into that, I'd like to thank the guys, the people that left comments on my video. Appreciate it. There was a user that asked if I could make a video on the installation for the texture pack. Unfortunately, I already installed it, so I can't actually make the video. But if you haven't picked up the game and you're wondering, if it takes a long time, it actually doesn't. It's like, I would maybe say it's close to 10 minutes of an installation, maybe less. And I will be trying to see if I can make a video on multiplayer as soon as I get the chance. Right now, I'm actually shopping for a tripod so that way I could use my HD camera. But, as soon as I get that, I'll hopefully be trying to make some multiplayer videos on Battlefield 3. So back to the game. The game is awesome. There's no doubt about it. Battlefield. If you're a big Battlefield fan and you're familiar with the games of Battlefield in the franchise, you're gonna know that this game is all about multiplayer. I would have to strongly agree with that. Because so far the single player to me it seems alright, but it just has so much of a Call of Duty feel to it. So that's kind of a little disappointment for me because I don't like the fact that they're trying to go, down the trying to go down the Call of Duty route just to, make the Call of Duty fans happy, or I guess to lure them into the game. I always liked the way Battlefield felt. It had its unique feel to the game. So, when I played the single player, it just felt like Call of Duty, like I was just playing another Call of Duty game, but with super impressive graphics. But graphics in this game is just top notch. There is a little, glitches. So far I've seen a few little glitches here and there, but nothing major. Sometimes some texture popping, once in a while, but it's not anything, like serious that is going to piss me off or anything. The audio is also top notch. Like, these guys really took it to another level. Like, the gunshots just sound so realistic. The echoes, like if you're at, from the distance, you hear the gunshots and it's just like, it just it makes you feel like they're actually shooting in your apartment or in your house or whatever. Like, it just sounds so realistic. The explosions are nice. I did notice that sometimes, I'm not too sure if they actually did the game that way, but sometimes some explosions, like, it has like a weird, like they kind of did it strange because like if a tank explodes, for some reason the explosion seems to like fade out a little bit. So I'm not too sure if what's up with that effect. But the audio is top notch. Like I said before, the multiplayer is just straight out sick. I haven't really played too much of it, but I did play, like, I would say maybe a couple of, like, maybe 5 or 6 games yesterday. And it is hard, man. It's not that easy to just jump into the game. And, the aiming is difficult. Sniping is really, like, close to realistic, It's just, oh man, and the graphics, I can't stop saying how amazed I am with the graphics. Disappointments, I would have to say the co-op is a disappointment because I was expecting the co-op to be based on the actual single player, like the storyline, but it's actually based on It's actually based on some like missions that they put in there for you to play with your friends and stuff, which is I was expecting to be able to play the actual storyline through co-op. That's what I would have preferred. Single player so far I haven't really gotten too deep into it, but like I said before, it's kind of feeling like Call of Duty, so it's basically turning me off, like, to play it. But eventually I will finish it. See, I'm trying to think what else. Well, there was something I was gonna bitch about before, about the cooking the grenades, where you could hold the grenade before you toss it. I just found out today that you actually have to press the I forgot which is the button to throw the grenades, but you actually gotta hold down. You gotta hold down 2 buttons in order for you to cook the grenade. I think the what is it? The left bumper, and I think it's the left trigger also that you gotta hold at the same time in order for you to cook a grenade. I'm not too sure if that's the actual buttons you gotta press, but I found out today. You know, somebody gave me that information, so you know I figured that out. Another thing I noticed was that they didn't fix is when you pick the sniper rifle, if the person is, you know, kind of close range, you can no scope them. So that's kind of retarded because, you know, that's one of the things I was bitching about when I was playing the beta, and I was hoping that they would fix that. But they didn't. So it's nothing major, but it's kind of annoying because, you know, it's not that realistic. There's a couple more things that I would actually bitch about, but it's not anything serious. But I'm kind of, you know, I'm very anal when it comes to these things. You know, like at one point I know I was doing a co-op mission, and where there's the you know, all the ammo and stuff, you could pick up a claymore. Now, other experiences, you know, other games that I play from Battlefield, man, I know that they always, you know, like they try to make every little small details like close to realistic. So every time, you know, like in other games, I would plant a claymore, the guy would actually, you know, bend down and just, you know, plant it into the ground. In this one, you know, I mean, I want to test it out to make sure that it was just, you know, it wasn't a glitch at that time, but you know, when I picked up the claymore, he just tossed it to the ground, so I was a little disappointed by that. So I'm hoping that it was just, you know, like a little glitch at that time. But eventually I will test it out and see if it was or not. Now, what I would give the game, I guess I would agree with IGN and, you know, all the other game websites. They gave the game a 9.0. I know they gave the PC version a 9 out of 10, but they also gave the 360 and I think the PS3 a 9 out of 10 also. So I would actually agree with them. You know, like I said before, if you're familiar with the Battlefield franchise, you know that these games are mostly based on multiplayer. You know, Battlefield has always been straight out multiplayer only. You know, until they started coming out with the. I know there was another Battlefield game before that was on the Xbox. Well, actually, I think it was on the 360 also, but that one sucked. But I would say that's like their first game that they actually had story mode, and then the Bad Company series. But like I said, if you're all about multiplayer, I would say pick it up. You know, it's definitely worth getting it. I still feel that this game is totally better than Call of Duty, hands down. You know, you guys may comment about it and start your ranting on the comments and stuff, but there's no change of there. You know, it's not going to change my mind about it. I've always been a Battlefield fan, and I'm always going to stay true to that. Call of Duty doesn't do it for me, man. You know, they don't have a lot of ideas to the game, and you know, it just doesn't feel realistic to me. It just feels like an arcade-ish first-person shooter. So I'm going to wrap up my video. I would like to say, you know, I appreciate you guys for watching my video. Thanks for the comments that you leave. You know, like I always say, please comment, subscribe. Be on the lookout for my coming soon pickups video for Uncharted 3. I'm going to definitely do the midnight release. So I should have it for you guys, you know, after midnight. So thanks for watching, guys. Peace.